Yo!
Video games.
Surprise me, Sony. Surprise.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game. We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play.
You're a little out
And
of
in the
sync.
countdown video leading up to this moment, Forbidden West. But now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5.
It's just
And
out
you
of
don't
sync.
have to wait any minute of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any longer. Let's get right to it.
Easy, easy. It's okay. You're safe now. Right here. Wait, what happened? Where's Erend?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down.
This is like a shock after Mass Effect 1's
Aaron was
animations.
away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
What was left?
Raiders got machines on their side. Claw Striders. You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to...
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
Just give me the booze.
Yeah.
What are raiders doing in these ruins? I hope Erend is okay.
Jesus Christ. This game looks good. YouTube bitrate though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want in a video game.
Uh-oh. Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good.
It's a little funny. She's up in Northern California near Oakland.
careful.
She's fighting
There might be
raiders.
Yep, another one. I need to get clear. That was close. I can't shake them. Up we go.
Fuck.
Maybe I can lose him in here. These guys won't give up. The way out is down.
I guess Velocir dinos can't swim.
More machines. Better go under.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't mind me.
What's up, Legato?
Current's strong here.
Live for this shit. The EAC is in that direction.
I have friends, okay? Not just the ones you slaughtered. But when they come looking for me, there's gonna be trouble. You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer. Enough! Get moving!
Weird jump cut.
Gotta help Aaron and deal with that tremor tusk.
Now we have two gifts for the gala. A tremor tusk and a loudmouth Oseram.
Which one's uglier?
Loot the camp. Make it look like bandits were here. Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
Will do.
Yeah, got it.
This must be Aaron's camp. Raiders made short work of it.
Filthy Oseram.
Dead. Oh, thank God, melee combat's been improved.
I'm gonna take you out. You think you can hurt me?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
All right. Back to the hunt. Raiders said they were heading for the old bridge. Maybe I can cut them off. Better get to higher ground, find a way.
She's got a hook shot.
There's the bridge. I think I know a way to get there fast.
That thing's at a lower frame rate. Oh, well, I think we know where they got that from.
Gotta be careful. it. Help's on the way, Errant.
Aloy?
Aloy! Watch out! Hey, I'm up! Sabotage!
Some Lord of the Rings shit here.
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
I have her!
Got ya.
Man down!
Fire cannon.
Gotta keep moving.
Bring us around!
The Robo-Raptor.
Fire now.
That must have hurt. I have to stay ahead of it. Gotta slow you down.
Fire that thing.
Oh, here he comes.
Bring us around!
Time to hit back.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Oh, didn't like that, did you?
The belly.
Time to finish this.
Aloy!
Glad to see me.
You bet. I owe you another one.
Come on.
But this time, I have a present for you. Oh. I found it, Aloy. Huh? What'd you send me for? Right before the Raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
The Caribbean? Baja.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
So there you have it, the first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are. While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers. Horizon Forbidden West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after a global catastrophe. People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant, animal-like machines now roam the land, and they're extremely dangerous. the machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red blight is spreading across the land, and it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need. In this quest, Aloy has sent her loyal friend Erend into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Erend encounters raiders from a rebel faction of the Tenakth tribe. They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them, but first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing anywhere in the open world. The pull caster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of trouble. The shield wing allows you to safely descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents.
Yeah, so
And
no,
to speed up overland travel,
no
a variety
air
of
meter.
machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option. There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies. A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. A slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs that temporarily blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can be upgraded on a workbench, but more on that another time.
Another time.
The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, claw striders and tremor tusks on land, snapmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates closer to launch, and everyone here at Guerrilla can't wait for you to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
But they didn't give a release date, did they? Did they? Chad, I'm not seeing a release date for that. Dutch accent, yeah, they're in Amsterdam, I think. Did I miss the release date on that? Because I don't think they actually said anything. But check this shit out. Look how cool this countdown thing was. They did this countdown environment thing, and it was like super cool. Like, this is how they just like spent the hours leading up to the game's launch, by just showing just straight environments with environmental noises and stuff. They're showing actual full-on gameplay with the UI, with HUD elements now, so my guess is that this is their fall game. They're probably still determining when in the fall. So, okay, so the fact that there's no release dates, it could be a little concerning, but, like, obviously they want to, have a big fall game this year, and it's not God of War Ragnarok. That's fucking not happening this year. It's holiday this year. They're being especially coy. Like I think I know what Sony's doing, and that is they know they've heard the same thing everyone else has, and that's that the Switch Pro is about to get announced, and people are saying it's going to get announced before E3 now, which that's surprising, but also I guess that kind of makes sense. Where it's like, okay, then Nintendo doesn't have to spend any time talking about the Switch Pro at E3. It's just here's games. So I think Sony's sitting there and waiting to see when Halo, when Zelda. We know from yesterday when Pokemon's coming out now. So I'm looking at this like Sony's being coy. They want to know when everyone else's big ass game comes out. Yeah, before E3 means soon. Yeah, it's either it's within the next 2 weeks. They'd have to announce it. Apparently, it's coming out in September, October. Oh shit! Sony already uploaded the video. Oh my god! All right, I'll check. I guess I'll check it out, but Oh, I should have put it in that window. Fuck. All right, whatever. Here's like a cleaner-ish version. Unfortunately, my stream can only give you guys 1080p, so I can't stream in 4K.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Skip
Last
around.
year we
Hold on. Yeah, it's only the video's only in 30. I'm guessing the game's only going to be in 30, honestly. If they're not showing the game at 60, it's going to be in 30. I'm going to guess right now that if Sony's not uploading this at 60 frames, that the game won't be 60 frames. There may be a 1080-60 mode. It may be 4K 30, 1080-60 on PS5.
Writing machines? This is not good.
Which I'll play the shit out of that.
Better be careful.
Yeah, there is a PS4 version.
Yep, another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my guess is 4K 30, 1080-60 on PS5, and
That was close.
900p 30 on PS4.
I can't shake him.
Look at how good this looks.
Maybe I can lose him in here. These guys won't give up. The way out is down.
Yeah, this looks fantastic. What about ray tracing? I don't think there'll be any ray tracing in this game.
I wonder.
where PS4 Pro will fit in. PS4 Pro will be 1080-30. PS base will be like 900 or like some odd variant 30. Like, yes, will Breath of the Wild 2 come out and rematch this game for this holiday? I say probably.
Oh, don't mind me.
This is Guerrilla Games' own internal engine. So unless they were like sitting there thinking about ray tracing in mind, I doubt.
Current's strong here.
The Switch Pro will probably not be as good as the standard PS4. I think you really need to get this shit in your heads, is that a Switch Pro will not be as powerful as a vanilla PS4 or Xbox One. The only thing I've heard rumblings is that the CPU will be better on the Switch Pro than a vanilla PS4 or an Xbox One. However, the GPU will not.
When they come looking for me, there's gonna be trouble. You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer. Enough! Get moving!
Alright, I think I'm going to switch back to the stream just so I can go back to that. Yeah, go back to this horse shit. God, I love this shit. Yeah, this shit made me horny. The thing is, I'm happy to see a little more emphasis put on melee combat. I think it's pretty cool that they have like pick up weapons from the ground, hook shots, paragliders, all good things. Devs just said on Twitter they don't have a release date yet. Well, they don't, because Sony specifically wants to know when Halo's coming out, what if anything is Microsoft going to be bringing, and when's the Switch Pro coming out, what's Nintendo bringing out. They're just waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 to get a release date so they can launch, 5 days ahead of it. Hardware motherboarding skills. Well, from what I understand, yeah, the GPU is just not going to be that, the GPU will definitely not match the base PS4 or Xbox One. CPU is going to be, because apparently, from what I understand, Rolling Marble Sound, there's been a lot of rapid advancements in technology for mobile CPUs. And since the Switch Pro is heavily using CPU for DLSS, that's why it's going to have a pretty great CPU. So, yeah, I mean, reality is that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to look like a slightly prettier version of Breath of the Wild 1 at the end of the day. A lot of it depends on if they're using the most up-to-date version of Monolith Soft's engine or not. I mean, I imagine they probably will, but, it really, we really won't really know until we get a good look at Breath of the Wild 2 running in real time. I'm personally obviously going to be way more intrigued by what Monolith Soft does with their own internal engine for Xenoblade 3, because I think the added horsepower, the added juice and DLSS, I think we might get a game that looks really good, because I still think Xenoblade 2 looks really good, but it's hampered by resolution a lot. So having something that doesn't look so smudgy will really help it a lot. Yeah, and Breath of the Wild 1 is a Wii U game. It is a Wii U game running on the Xenoblade X engine. But the exciting thing is that they're actually going to be able to like at least do something more. So there's no the base, like Breath of the Wild 1 had to run on the hardware specs of a fucking Wii U. So woof. But no, I'm very excited. It looked like they were going to Baja at the end of that thing. Well, they had like a little map thing, and it showed like Houston and the Caribbean as points of interest, and then it showed NorCal or San Fran where they are. And then it showed like they were going down to Baja. That's dope as shit if this game like goes down to Baja, goes into like tropical area. I mean, it's funny how tropical like San Fran already is in this game, but like yeah, even more. Go for it, hell yeah. I think that's a very big tell that like they really wanted to emphasize their swimming engine and stuff with this. Yeah, the big question will be how do they handle travel, because it's like they're not gonna like probably not gonna have you literally walk from San Fran all the way down to Baja. That'd be kind of neat, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but it would be neat. Even if it is like a super shortened version, like a condensed thing. Because I mean, like I believe the first game did that. Because it's the first game is supposed to be Pikes Peak, Colorado, and like you walk to Arizona in that game. But yeah, I mean. I think this is really good. I think it is strange. It's strange how they don't have released. That might be what Sony's waiting for. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Max. I think E3 might be what they're waiting for. Like they're just waiting this couple of weeks out so that Mr. Keighley and at Summer Games Fest can have, you know, an exclusive, world exclusive trailer that will have a release date. Like, they're saving that tangible nugget of information of release date for E3. Like, someone really wanted to have that for E3. Still one of the best raid notifications. There you go. What's up, Caramel? Jenkins? Sony does announce things. I mean, everyone announces things too early. Everyone's guilty of that at some point. But what makes this work is, or what makes this good, what's good for us, for the consumer, what makes this good for us is the fact that they're showing game, and I always tell people, I always tell people at E3, did you see a HUD? Did you see a HUD? And if the answer is no, then you didn't see shit. You are not seeing, like most of this, I mean, this was a very, very tailored walkthrough gameplay experience, but you had a HUD. You had HUD elements, you had life bars, you had a weapon wheel. Always a good sign that okay, this is actually getting close to release. Good job, Caramel Jenkins. Yeah, Sony is a Summer Games Fest host. I'm part of me is thinking like a big brain a little bit like, okay, they want to have a release date trailer, a trailer specifically for a release date, for Summer Games Fest. So that is a possibility. They may not, but my big brain is that they want one of two things. You know, it's either they're saving, you know, a trailer for Summer Games Fest for release date announcement trailer, or Sony's sitting there going, when is Halo coming out? What else does Microsoft have coming out? When's the Switch Pro coming out? When's Zelda coming out? We want to basically either get in front of it or position it around it so it's not on like same day. Like, you might think there's no competition, but there is competition. Like, for fucking anecdotal evidence, I am interested in buying this game. I have a PS5. It sits right there. It gets used sporadically. I would like to buy Horizon 2. I am also very interested in buying a Switch Pro. I will probably buy Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, and I will definitely buy Xenoblade 3. So I'm going to buy all these games, but if it push came to shove and all this shit came out in the same week, guess what? I'm going to make some decisions. And if I say Breath of the Wild 2 comes out early and I get a Switch Pro and I'm just sort of addicted to that game, I may hold off on buying this game for a while. And a lot of people might do the same thing. So yeah, like, these companies absolutely do pay attention to release dates of their competitors for very, obvious reasons. They're not doing it. They don't sit there and ignore companies. They may say, like, everyone's a competitor, blah 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 blah. Like, they all pay attention to each other. Maybe Microsoft doesn't do that as much now because they have Game Pass. So as long as someone has Game Pass, someone can, they can just get the game whenever. So that's kind of an advantage. Again, another advantage of Game Pass is that, like, if you're subscribed to Game Pass, you're just sort of like, I have the game. I'll get to Halo whenever I get to Halo. I'm paying into this. I'm paying into the Microsoft money machine every month. Hoping these get spaced out. Well, here's the problem, Sigma Prime. You're already dead. Omae wa shinderu. Because we have a pretty damn good idea of every company's release dates for 2021 up to about July, and we're starting to encroach on September. We kind of know when most of all this stuff is coming out till September. So what I'm saying is there's very little left in the year where it's like, okay, Nintendo's a big blank slate after July. You know, they got Skyward Sword coming out in July. And then after that, Nintendo doesn't have a fucking thing on their release schedule. Now, all the rumors are pointing towards September. Do you remember? September, October for the Switch Pro. They did say Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is November 19th. It's their big pre-Black Friday game. And they did say Pokemon Legends is like January 22nd or some shit. What's up, Kelly AFU? Welcome back for 3 months. So there is that. But however, the thing a lot of people don't remember. What's up, Soul Death? I think a lot of people don't remember is that Nintendo does not make full profit off of Pokemon games. They're making 30%, 30 to 40% of any of a game sales off of any given Pokemon product. They are not the sole owners of Pokemon. They share ownership with Pokemon. They are not like, hey, what's up, Zenfo Shen? 31st, right? Like, this actually came out in an investors meeting when they were talking about Pokemon Go's success. And Nintendo was basically like, we only make like 30% off of Pokemon Go sales. Super Nintendo Switch? Well, okay, Super Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Super Switch? I'm fine with either. I think it's going to be called the Switch Plus. My personal big brain is that it's going to be called the Nintendo Switch Plus. I like Super Nintendo Switch, but I don't think they're going to call it Super Nintendo Switch. They're going to call it Nintendo Super Switch. If it was up to me, I'd call it Nintendo Switch Advanced. I like that. Podcast Day. What's up, Glockins? It is Podcast Day. And Wesker Mike was on it, and we talked all things Resident Evil Lorecast. Post Resident Evil 8 world, we have a Resident Evil lorecast, brand new updated lorecast episode on the Yo Video Games podcast today for you guys. No, I don't think we're going to hear anything about God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok's that's not being shown off till like next year. It's not coming out this year. It's not going to be talked about till next year. Yeah, worst case scenario is that it's called New Nintendo Switch. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario is like Nintendo Switch Advanced or Super Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch XL and Super Switch. I think it's gonna. My personal big brain is that it's gonna be called Nintendo Switch Plus. Yeah, they really want to be cheeky. They'll call it the Nintendo Switch Drift. They're not going to call it the Switch Pro because that's what Sony calls their systems. So no, they're not going to completely follow the exact same naming convention as Sony. They're not doing that. Sweet. Why wouldn't it be considered? Okay, so the reason the Switch Pro is not considered a new console is because it is not a new library. It is not a console refresh. What's up, Ricky Rice? Every game that Nintendo makes for the foreseeable future will run on the Switch and the Switch Pro. There will not be Switch Pro exclusive games, at least not from Nintendo. That's why it's not a hardware refresh. It's going to probably run on the same cartridges. It'll operate on the same store. It's like a new 3DS. Yes, it's like a new 3DS or a DSi. Yeah, it's an upgrade. It is not a new console. 60 frames on this game. I think this game might have a 1080 60 mode on the PS5 only. It'll probably, judging from the video Sony uploaded, it's probably a 4K 30. What's up, Rashid? 4K 30 on PS5, 1080 60 on PS5. 1080 30 PS4 Pro, 900p 30 or less on vanilla PS4. Or it may just be like, no, it's 30 frames period. Like it's 4K 30 and it just downscales to whatever your console's set at. So that might also be a thing. Yes, this is coming to PS4 as well. That was kind of like quietly announced last year, and I was like, the fuck? What's up, RoboCop, dude? 6 months. 1440 60 if you're lucky. Yeah, it's a little. I feel it's a little disappointing that they're still cross-genning this. It's good in a sense because no one can get a fucking PS5. So there you go. What's up, Lady Droku? Here's some biddies. Astral Chain ran at 30. By the way. Yes, Astral Chain was definitely 30. It's selling well enough, sort of ironclad, but like so much. I mean, it doesn't take much. What's up, Lurkin Shadow? Welcome to the stream. It doesn't take much to find people who have whole rooms, wall to wall, in PS5 boxes. These scalpers who got all this shit on scalper botting, and are just reselling them at a premium on eBay. It doesn't take a lot to find that. So, also they're just under, as far as March was concerned, they're just under 8 million consoles. The Pac-Man fan. Now, do you want to sell a game? Now, the original Horizon within the first year sold 10 million copies. That's more copies than PS5 exists in the world right now. Are you really gonna ignore the 120 or so million PS4 owners for the sub less than 10 right now PS5? Like, for this game, for Horizon 2 to sell as much as the first game, it would need to have a 100% attach rate when it comes out. 100% attach rate. So, yeah, it's coming to PS4 as well. Well, Final Fantasy VII Integrate is DLC exclusive to the PS5. It is not a new game. Like, yes, there is a beefier, prettier version of it running on the PS5. It is not exclusive to the PS5. Like the Yuffie thing is a DLC mission. It's not really the same. It's not in the same ballpark, really. The Yuffie DLC could be like 4 hours long. Yeah, the main game's not that long. How long do you think this Yuffie shit's gonna be? The main game was, what, 25 hours for the first playthrough? What's up, Clown Prince? Welcome to the stream. First place was like 40 hours. Yeah. Well, I think mine was like 25 or 35. It's not a long game. It's not a super long game, honestly. I'm going to guess about 3 to 4 hours, maybe 5 for Yuffie. Depends on how long the cutscenes go on and whatever. How the hell is this game going to run on your base PS4? That is an excellent question, and one I don't actually have an answer for. I imagine there's going to be a shit ton less foliage. There'll be a shit ton less like wind effects, like environmental effects. Like shit'll be more like flat JPEGs rather than like individual leaves like going on down there by my face. The resolution will take a fucking crap. But yeah, yeah, like either way though, it was a very good showcase for Horizon 2. I think, you know, it made a good strong statement for even though it is a cross-gen title, it made a good strong statement for PS5 owners that they've got something very big coming to them this year. It looks very good. It looks like it kind of it seems to address one of my main complaints with the first game, and that was the hyper reliance on the bow and like making melee so useless. And it seems like they've addressed that a little bit. You can pick up enemy weapons now and shit like that. You can I think you could ride dinos in the first game, but you can ride raptors in this one. 90% of the grass. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't look as horrifically downgraded as like Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch does. The reason Mortal Kombat 11 looks so fucking chopped down is not because the Switch is so much weaker. It's because Mortal Kombat runs off of modified Unreal 3. And the Switch cannot natively support Unreal 3 in a weird sort of twist. The Switch can natively run Unreal 4, but it cannot natively run the Unreal 3 engine. So, because Mortal Kombat even 11 still use a heavily modified Unreal 3 engine. That's why the Switch version looks so bunk. You have to do a lot of finagling to get Unreal 3 to run on a Switch system, which is why Guilty Gear Rev never came to that system, but Dragon Ball FighterZ did. So a little bit of like weird. If in case you ever wondered why, that's why. But anyways, this was fun. This was exactly the kind of E3 content I missed, all last year. And glad to see we got something like this going. I know Sega had a Virtua Fighter and Sonic stream earlier. Sonic Colors getting a remaster. That's good. So, yeah. Strive will come to the Switch. I think Strive's got some weird exclusivity right now with Sony. I think Strive might come to the Switch eventually, yes. But it's not like, I mean, did we really need to have sitting there watching like a blank stage and then some old guy comes out and plays a flute for 10 minutes? And then then a CEO comes out and awkwardly brags about, his corporation making so much money, and then another guy stumbles out with a controller and has to try to like sync the damn thing on stage. And no, I don't miss that shit. Like this was fine. This was fine. I mean, yes, the cringy moments are memeable forever. Extreme. 1 million troops. Wow. Whatever. But that doesn't do anything for the video games they're showing. And I'd rather just see the video games they're showing. Short, sweet, and to the point. Which is nice. I don't have a problem with short, sweet, and to the point. Stage presentations, they're funny, but like they get old after a while. Or rather, you gotta remember too, because remember, every single Game Awards, everyone bitches about how horrible the Game Awards are every single fucking year. Why? Because there's all this fucking in-between of, like, promotion, sponsorships, Gillette Robot, Razor Man, and fucking, Michelle Rodriguez, coming out, and Vin Diesel, I got my family game, I got no furious. That only Matt McMuscles will ever promote after that stage presentation. Like, come on, like, you all come fucking bitch about how so much shit time is wasted, and I don't like this, I don't like that, and whatever, and now some of you sitting like, I want to miss the stage presentations. Like, you don't know what you want. Let's be honest here, you don't know what you want. So, either way, I'm excited. I'm hoping the rumors of like a Switch Pro getting announced early are true. Just because I'm sick of hearing about the damn thing in rumor form. I kind of just show me the money at this point. Show me the money. To me, of course you do. But yeah, this was great. This was exactly like this. And this is all Sony really needed to do or show, and it might be the only real thing they show for the E3 season this year. Like they don't really have to talk about much else. I'm sure they'll do a state of play, and they may have stuff at the Summer Games Fest, but this was Sony getting out. This was literally Sony getting out in front of everyone a couple weeks ahead of E3 and going, "Here's my dick." And unless Halo Infinite's gone through some serious touching up in the last few months, I'll bet Microsoft's groaning right now. I guarantee Microsoft's going like, So, I think Halo Infinite will be a fun game. I think it'll be great for the Halo fans, but I also think that there is a bit of a disconnect, or there is a bit of a discrepancy where it's like, that game did not... I get it, it's cross-gen, but this game's cross-gen. Halo Infinite was cross-gen and looked like a launch Xbox One game. This game's cross-gen, and we're all sitting here wondering how the PS4 version is going to even possibly run. Which is, from a PR standpoint, this is where you want to be. You want to be here like, I don't know how the old system's going to run this. Whereas looking at Halo Infinite, you're like, is this actually running on new hardware? That's true, but Microsoft does have the Bethesda. It is the Xbox Bethesda showcase now. I think it'll be fine. I honestly think the game will turn out fine. I think it'll turn out fine. It'll play fine. It'll obviously it better run fine because they're not pushing any sort of graphical fidelity with Infinite, so it better fucking run fine. So, but yeah, hopefully this game doesn't explode consoles. So I will see you all later for the stream tonight. I'll be back on that Ass Effect. Hopefully getting close to finishing up part 1 for Ass Effect. But anyways, I got videos to make, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy the ambient sounds.